Hi guys, this is the advisor and welcome back to my channel. Now, before I get into the feature presentation, I have two quick points to make. I noticed that a few days ago, the Jamaica Police Federation got a new head. I think is what, president or chairman, whatever it is. But what I've noticed is that on this occasion, they have got an inspector of police to head the organization. Now, I have never known the JSAF to have ever had be headed by an inspector of police. I've known corporals and sergeants. And there was one case in the 1970s when it was headed by an acting corporal. I remember at least one acting corporal heading that organization. Late 70s, early 80s, I think it was. The past head of that organization, he was sent an interdiction and pushed out because he did his job. He spoke out for the rank and file policemen that they should get the pay to which they were entitled. And for that, he was sent out to grass unto this blessed day. And they put in a woman in his place. Not just a woman, but an inspector. Having said that, well, this seems to be continuing a trend that I've seen, but I'm fleshing up a story and I haven't put it together yet, but this is something I want to flesh out some more and bring it to the public. But I just want the rank and file officers out here to know that yes, I'm still part of your team. I'm still batting for you guys. One little thing I need to mention on that also is that this female inspector, which is two alarm bells in a one, doesn't seem to be quite female, look more like a pretty Dan type of creature. But I'll say more on that. But if anybody who is in the Jamaica Police Federation or who is close to that organization who can give me some more information so that I can put everything together, get in touch with me. Looking forward. 876-807-1000. Anybody notice how the Gaza camp has gone totally quiet? Now, compare that to 2 weeks ago when the verdict had come down from the UK Privy Council. Everybody was like, yeah man, the case squash, cartel free now, cartel free. Yes, him win him case. Really? And some people were saying, I'm a hater and I'm throwing water upon the facts the cartel win him case. Win him case and still in a jail? Come on, people. I picked up a lot of criticism because there were a lot who were saying, boy, well, this is a new turning point and a new chapter, and that this would lead to him being set free. Hell no, that is not the reality. Now, the courts in Jamaica are silent, the Gaza fans are silent, and the lawyers are silent. And did you guys even notice that Isaac Buchanan, the person who steered the appeal through the UK Privy Council, did not come out and make a victory statement? He knew what was going on. He knew exactly what was happening with the decision. Well, to be frank with you, I'm going to say what had happened behind the scenes from the appeal had been gone to the Privy Council, so that people can understand what had actually taken place. And I need to say this. Gaza fans of Vybz Kartel will not subscribe to a channel like The Advisor. Because, you see, fans of Gaza are normally stupid people. People who don't have much sense. People who cannot rationalize, symbolize, conceptualize, or understand anything about what is being said on The Advisor channel. But I hope somebody, if you are friends with any of these people, you can take it to them. Because, you see, this channel is more for the thinking man. And people who can think would never have Vybz Kartel as an idol. Plain and straight. You see, the outcome in this particular case, Isaac Buchanan already knew that that would have been the outcome. Because here is what. Remember, when you take a case to the Privy Council or you appeal a case, when anybody appeal a case, you have to have grounds to do so. Grounds meaning there was some procedural breach. Either they put forth some false evidence or the judge summing up was wrong, but something had gone wrong in the trial that should not have happened. And in Vybz Kartel case, the only thing that had gone wrong was that somebody on the defense team defending Vybz Kartel had bribed members or tried to bribe members of the jury. That's the only thing that had gone wrong. But remember, every single piece of evidence that was put forward in the trial was accepted and was recognized as being admissible. In other words, all the evidence presented to convict those men, they were 100% spot on and totally indisputable. When the local appeals court got all the documents and reviewed the case, it was on the grounds that the case there was a tainted juror. Everything else in the case was perfect. And when it was rejected, it was then sent off to the Privy Council, and it was the only grounds on which it was sent off to the Privy Council, because there was a tainted juror. Now, if all the evidence points to their guilt, there was absolutely no way under the face of the earth that Isaac Buchanan would have even thought that these men, the conviction would have been overturned and they would have been exonerated and released. And since that was the only grounds he had, he took it to the Privy Council on that one single ground. And the outcome, he expected it. He knew it would be overturned, but he knew that they would not have been released. As a matter of fact, the Privy Council judges went as far as to say that the evidence proffered in the case were impeccable. And when you find a judge say the evidence that was proffered in the case are impeccable, it means that the government have them good and solid. In other words, the case was super tight. Tighter than Mother Teresa kitten when she used tightening cream. So you must know tight. I have heard that from the case is finished, Kartel has been trying to get in touch with Isaac Buchanan and can't get in touch with him. But the fact is, there is absolutely nothing more on the face of this earth that this guy can do for Kartel. Nothing, absolutely nothing. Pointless to even talk to him. Pointless to even waste time talking to him. He has earned his money and fully earned every single million that he got, because he did his best under the circumstances. There is absolutely nothing more he can do, and it would be a sin to take more Kartel money, because this not going nowhere, and he knows it. So to take money from Kartel now just to as a consultation, when him know that him only going give him some bull manure, because him can't tell him nothing that is going to cheer him up. He had nothing to tell Kartel that would cheer Kartel up. And being a decent man, he have to avoid him, because he don't want to fill him with false hope. Make another liar do it. And I think this is the most conscionable thing that Isaac Buchanan can do. So, as far as Isaac Buchanan is concerned, he did his job, and he did his job well, and he got the only thing he could have gotten. But what the Privy Council had said in effect was, listen, you muck up the jury, therefore go back, your evidence is good, these men are guilty, go do it over if you so wish. And with that, the government now realizing, the Jamaican courts now realizing for a fact, for an absolute fact, that the evidence is solid, they know that all they have to do is to go back into court, use those same evidence all over again, and get the conviction that they want. Yeah, man, every single piece of those evidence can be used over again and will be used over again. And because they got that first win so nicely, the only thing they have to do differently this time is to ensure that they don't have that the defense team coming along don't get to the jury and taint them. They should take specific precautions to ensure that that does not happen. So, as the weeks go by, those members of Gaza, or those fans of Gaza, more despair is going to set in. And so they're going to realize the truth of what's really going on. You see, the first day when the Privy Council gave the decision, I hear that the prison break out in a pure cheers and pour, yeah man, everything down there knock, pure pan down there knock, because everybody watch it on TV, you know. Whole prison silent. And I say, yeah man I go home. Really? No man I go home. And having heard the government now, having heard the Privy Council saying that the evidence brought forward was impeccable, the courts know that, okay, everything is so perfect with us, so we just have to do it over again. So there was no way under the face of the earth that the courts was gonna just let them out and make them walk free. And hold on, once it go back to trial, they're going to get convicted again, because the evidence that they used before can be used over again. And if it convict them the first time, it's gonna convict them the second time. So it's a straightforward thing. So all who is looking for Kartel to come a road, it is next to impossible. My motive today is just to stamp on, to trample on all of those people who love to hug up dirty gunman, who love to hug up dirty murderer and bloodthirsty murderers, make you know say, you're not going to prevail in this particular case. And this is nothing personal about Kartel. I've never met him, don't know him, never interacted with him, never would even really want to, because I don't associate with people like that. So I just want people to know that truths and rights, law and order has won. So please, everybody can go home. Thank you guys for watching. Like, share, leave a comment below, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video.